By the end of this video, you're going to know why these women were, and still are, the most powerful in history. Most people think they were powerful because they were universally praised in their time, but that's actually a lie. Before I reveal the truth, make sure to smash the subscribe button if you love history videos. I upload a new one every week, and you won't want to miss the next. 1. Cleopatra. Our journey begins in 51 BC with Cleopatra VII, the last active ruler of the Ptolemaic Kingdom of Egypt. Cleopatra was not only a queen, but also a shrewd political strategist. She formed powerful alliances with Julius Caesar and later Mark Antony, which secured her position and influence. Born in 69 BC, Cleopatra ascended to the throne at 18, co-ruling with her younger brother. Fluent in several languages, including Egyptian, she endeared herself to her people. Cleopatra's relationship with Julius Caesar began in 48 BC when she had herself smuggled into his palace in a rolled-up carpet. This audacious move led to a romantic and political alliance. After Caesar's assassination, Cleopatra aligned with Mark Antony, forming a strategic partnership. Despite their efforts, Antony and Cleopatra were defeated at the Battle of Actium in 31 BC. Facing capture and humiliation, Cleopatra chose to end her life. Her legacy lives on as one of history's most fascinating figures, celebrated for her intellect, political acumen, and profound impact on the ancient world. 2. Queen Elizabeth. Fast forward to the 16th century, and we meet Queen Elizabeth I, who reigned from 1558 to 1603. Known as the Virgin Queen, Elizabeth's era was a golden age for England, seeing the flourishing of English drama led by playwrights like William Shakespeare. Born in 1533 to King Henry VIII and Anne Boleyn, Elizabeth's early life was tumultuous. Her mother was executed when she was 2, and she was declared illegitimate. Her fortunes changed when her half-sister, Mary died, leaving Elizabeth as the heir. Elizabeth's reign began with a country divided by religious conflict. She navigated these waters by establishing the Elizabethan religious settlement, creating a moderate Protestantism. One of her significant achievements was supporting exploration and the expansion of English influence overseas. The defeat of the Spanish Armada in 1588 was a testament to her strategic brilliance. Elizabeth's era is remembered as a cultural renaissance. The arts flourished, with theaters like the Globe and works of literary giants. Elizabeth herself was a patron of the arts, leaving a lasting cultural and political legacy. 3. Joan of Arc. Next, we travel to the early 15th century to meet Joan of Arc, a peasant girl who became a national heroine of France. At 17, Joan led the French army to several victories during the 100 Years' War, claiming divine guidance. Born in 1412 in Domremy, France, Joanne claimed to have received visions from saints instructing her to support Charles VII. In 1429, she persuaded the Dauphin Charles to allow her to accompany an army to the siege of Orléans. Joanne's presence reinvigorated the French troops, leading to a decisive victory at Orléans and the coronation of Charles VII. Her leadership and faith inspired a nation on the brink of despair. Captured by the Burgundians in 1430 and handed over to the English, Joan was put on trial for heresy and witchcraft. Despite intense interrogation, she remained steadfast and was ultimately burned at the stake in 1431. In 1456, a posthumous retrial cleared Joan of all charges, and she was declared a martyr. In 1920, she was canonized as a saint. Joan remains a symbol of French nationalism and inspiration. 4. Indira Gandhi. Moving to the 20th century, we encounter Indira Gandhi, who served as the Prime Minister of India from 1966 to 1977, and again from 1980 until her assassination in 1984. Indira was India's first and only female Prime Minister. Born in 1917 into the Nehru family, Indira was the daughter of Jawaharlal Nehru, India's first Prime Minister. Her upbringing was steeped in politics, and she was involved in the Indian independence movement from a young age. Indira's political career began when she was appointed Minister of Information and Broadcasting in 1964. Following Prime Minister Shastri's death, she became the leader of the Indian National Congress and Prime Minister. Her tenure saw significant political and economic changes, including the nationalization of banks and the Green Revolution. In 1975, she declared a state of emergency, leading to the suspension of civil civil liberties and imprisonment of political opponents. Re-elected in 1980, she continued to implement modernization policies. In 1984, Operation Blue Star to remove Sikh militants from the Golden Temple led to significant unrest. Later that year, Indira was assassinated by her Sikh bodyguards. Her legacy is marked by achievements and controversies. 5. Margaret Thatcher. Continuing in the 20th century, we have Margaret Thatcher, who became the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom in 1979 and held office until 1990. Known as the Iron Lady, Thatcher was the first woman to lead a major Western democracy. Born in 1925 in Grantham, England, Thatcher studied chemistry at Oxford University and later trained as a barrister. Elected as MP for Finchley in 1959, she quickly rose through the Conservative Party ranks. Thatcher became party leader in 1975 and Prime Minister in 1979, ushering in economic and social change. Her policies focused on deregulation, privatization, and reducing trade union power. Her economic policies revitalized the economy, but led to significant unemployment and social unrest. The Falklands War in 1982 was a defining moment of her leadership. Thatcher's close relationship with U.S. President Ronald Reagan played a significant role in the Cold War's final stages. Despite opposition within her party, her impact on British politics was profound. 6. Rosa Parks. Jumping to the mid-20th century in the United States, we find Rosa Parks, whose act of defiance in 1955 became a pivotal moment in the civil rights movement. By refusing to give up her seat to a white passenger on a Montgomery bus, Parks sparked the Montgomery bus boycott. Born in 1913 in Tuskegee, Alabama, Rosa Parks grew up during intense racial segregation. She pursued education and became actively involved in the civil rights movement, joining the NAACP. On December 1, 1955, Parks' refusal to give up her seat led to her arrest and the Montgomery bus boycott. The boycott lasted 381 days and ended with a Supreme Court ruling declaring segregation on public buses unconstitutional. Parks continued her activism, receiving numerous accolades, including the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Her courage made her an enduring symbol of the civil rights movement. 7. Malala Yousafzai. Now, let's talk about Malala Yousafzai, a young activist who began her advocacy for girls' education in Pakistan at 11. After surviving a brutal attack by the Taliban in 2012, Malala continued her fight on a global scale. Born in 1997 in Mingora, Pakistan, Malala experienced Taliban oppression banning girls from school. Inspired by her father, she began speaking out about the importance of education for girls. In 2009, Malala began blogging for BBC Urdu, detailing life under Taliban rule. In 2012, she was shot by a Taliban gunman. After her recovery, Malala's resolve strengthened. In 2013, she co-authored I Am Malala. In 2014, she became the youngest Nobel Peace Prize laureate. Malala's journey from a young girl in Pakistan to a global advocate for education is a testament to resilience and the power of one voice. 8. Angela Merkel. Next, we turn to Angela Merkel, who served as the Chancellor of Germany from 2005 to 2021. Her pragmatic leadership helped steer Germany through numerous crises. Born in 1954 in Hamburg, Merkel grew up in East Germany. She earned a doctorate in quantum chemistry before entering politics after the fall of the Berlin Wall. Merkel rose through the CDU ranks, becoming its first female leader in 2000 and Germany's first female chancellor in 2005. Her leadership was characterized by a calm, pragmatic approach. Merkel played a crucial role in stabilizing the Eurozone during the financial and debt crises. Her humanitarian efforts during the 2015 refugee crisis demonstrated her commitment to values. Merkel's 16 years in office left a legacy of stability and pragmatism, transforming Germany and impacting European and global politics. 9. Michelle Obama. Moving to the United States once more, we highlight Michelle Obama, who served as the First Lady from 2009 to 2017. Michelle used her platform to advocate for education, health, and women's rights. Born in 1964 in Chicago, Illinois, Michelle Obama graduated from Princeton University and Harvard Law School. Before becoming First Lady, she had a successful career as a lawyer and public servant. Michelle's initiatives as First Lady focused on improving children's lives. Let's Move aimed to combat childhood obesity, and Reach Higher encouraged young people to pursue higher education. Michelle also advocated for military families, women's empowerment, and the arts. Her memoir, Becoming, became a bestseller, further solidifying her influence. 10. Marie Curie. Finally, we celebrate Marie Curie, a pioneering scientist whose research in radioactivity earned her 2 Nobel Prizes. Curie's discoveries advanced science and opened doors for future female scientists. Born in 1867 in Warsaw, Poland, Curie faced obstacles as a woman in science. She moved to Paris to study at the Sorbonne, where she met her husband and collaborator, Pierre Curie. The Curie's work on radioactivity led to the discovery of polonium and radium. In 1903, they were awarded the Nobel Prize in Physics. After Pierre's death in 1906, Marie continued their work. She won her 2nd Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 1911. During World War I, she developed mobile radiography units to assist in medical treatment. Now that you know how these women's contributions have shaped history, culture, science, and society, you should watch this video about the Middle East's borders. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more incredible stories from history.